Elena. Congratulations back into the semi-finals here. Just talk us through your thoughts on the match and what you're most pleased about today.
Yeah, really happy with the win and happy that it was in straight sets. Was a bit struggling in the first set with the serve, but overall happy that I managed to win it in two.
Okay, who would like the first question, please? Raise your hand. Cole?
Well done. I know you talked about how in the first set the serve was struggling a little bit, but you really turned it on in the second set. Just talk about, obviously you won the first set, but really just taking it away, in the second set.
Yeah, I feel like the start was a little bit slow, maybe even from both of us, because the percentage of first serve, I think, from both was not that high, and maybe it's because I practiced yesterday indoor. I think she also practiced indoor just because it was too hot, and then you had to adjust. And in the second set, I tried to toss from different position and move a bit the toss. So I'm glad it worked out.
Okay, here.
I'm curious, back in the semis for the first time in 2 years, what have you learned throughout your career is the hardest part about winning a Grand Slam?
Well, the hardest, I would say, to probably stay consistent throughout the 2 weeks, full 2 weeks, and there is always like challenging days, and you can play indoor, you can play outdoor, sun, it can be night match, so all these conditions are a bit tricky. Also, how quick you can adapt to these circumstances, and I think probably now I'm more calm and going into deeper in the tournament. And in the beginning, when it's the first final and you go so far in the tournament, of course you are more emotional. And now I feel like I'm just doing my job, trying to improve each day. So it's kind of another day, another match.
Okay, we'll go Dan, Prajwal, and Charlie. Dan?
The first serve percentage might have been a little bit lower, but you still ended up with 26 winners. I'm curious how you think your form through the first 5 rounds compares to your 2023 form when you did make the final here.
I don't remember exactly how I was starting in 2023, the tournament. I think it was by the score more difficult rounds, but I feel this time I maybe didn't start that good the matches in terms of like feeling the shots and all this stuff, but I was still managing to win in straight sets, and physically I feel well now, and it's tough to compare, but definitely on this tournament I played each match a little bit better.
Prajwal?
I wanted to ask you about having your coaching box so close to you during the match. Is it a calming influence? How is it? How does it play for you?
I mean, for me, it's better, of course, that the coaches are closer because you can hear them better, and it's nice to get advice, especially if something doesn't work. So I think it was a good idea to move the coaches a little bit closer to the court.
Do you feel sometimes that you could be getting too much information? Does there come a time in a match and that you want to say stop? I'm on top of it, or are you able to? How does that work? Do you get too much information?
Depends, but I think it's better to get more information than not to get any, at least for me.
Okay, Charlie?
Elena, you mentioned there about making a few tweaks to your serve for the second set. It looks, watching, as if you get in a kind of zone. I wondered how it feels for you experiencing that. Like, are you thinking a lot when you're serving, or are you able to kind of just clear your mind and do it?
Of course, I think on the serve where to position myself, and if on one side is sun is really bothering, then to try to toss different way, and I mean, you need to be able to adjust. And I think in the first set it was pretty difficult, and it took a long time to then start serving better in the second.
Your record since October is 8-0 against top 10 players and 18-2 overall. obviously your conditioning is probably one aspect of that, but is there anything else that sort of led to your form over the last few months?
I think last season, the last couple tournaments I played, I gained some confidence throughout tough matches, and of course this is something I tried to carry to this year, this season, and still a lot of things to improve, to work on, but the most important that I'm trying to stay aggressive whenever I get the chance to step in, maybe risk a little bit. Like even today, a couple of shots were very close to the line or on the line, so I'm glad it was going my way. But definitely, the most important for my game to stay aggressive.
Can you give us some insight into the next match, the semi-final, your mentality going into it, but also Jess Pegula, what type of player is she? What are her weapons? And then Amanda Anisimova as well.
Well, with Amanda, we just played for the first time in the final 8, and it was, of course, different conditions. Indoor, the ball was flying a little bit more with the altitude, and she has pretty good serve, and the first few shots are very aggressive. We practice also here before the tournament, so basically we know each other well, as much as I know well and she knows me well, Jessica, so it's two different types of the game, I would say, but the most important for me to be focused on my serve, since it's a big advantage if it works, and stay aggressive in the rallies, and yeah, let's see who's gonna win.
And how would you describe Jessica Pegula as an opponent?
She's a very experienced opponent, and she moves well, and also her ball stays quite low, so that makes a bit difficult sometimes to play her, but I will try to adjust, and yeah, we'll see who's gonna win. I talk with my team. We make some plan for the match, and yeah, we'll try to do my best, definitely.
Okay, thank you very much.